Yo, 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 what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? MTG, my boy, what's happening, my guy? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Just trying to get prepared for the storm it's near coming my way here in Florida. Because as you know, we have a hurricane going on,
Oh,
and yeah,
oh, is a hurricane going on down there?
yeah. It's a yeah. It's gonna be bad for a couple of few days. Yeah, so a hurricane is heading over here in my area, and I'm pretty much prepared already. And it's just that I'm gonna go a few days without resting. So yeah, and but hey, at least I'm enjoying Raw tonight before everything is out for a while. So yep,
So you think y'all gonna lose power and stuff and all that?
yep,
Damn.
yep.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Y'all, let's keep MTG in our thoughts and prayers, man. Hopefully it don't be as bad as you think it's gonna be. I didn't know that. I didn't know that storm was gonna hit that hard. Like I know y'all getting something, but I had no idea it was gonna be like to where you're gonna lose power for a little bit. So yeah, gonna pray for you, man. So with
Appreciate it.
that being said, y'all know what tonight is, man. It's that Monday Night Raw. That Monday Night Get Busy review, baby. MGG, how's everything other than the storm going for you? How'd you enjoy tonight's show?
Tonight's show was lit. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. And I give this show, if you want to ask my rating at the moment, it will be a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Okay. I can respect that. I give about 2.8. Not exactly three, but it was close to it in my opinion. It wasn't a bad show, but I do tell you this. I dang sure can tell there was 2 hours and not three for sure. So
Yeah.
with that being said, let's get into it. So tonight we opened up Raw, like we said. Tonight was a 2 hour show instead of a 3 hour show. They opened up Raw with Sexy Red introducing, "Hey, we here. It's Monday Night Raw. Hey, how y'all doing now?" My opinion, I like it for wrestling. I'm not a personal fan of Sexy Red's music, but her as a person and a personality and a wrestling fan, I actually like it. She actually did a good job in NXT and stuff. So, what you think about Sexy Red getting more involved with WWE?
That's cool. You want celebrity involvement in wrestling. It's been like that for years. And I didn't know. I never listened to a song from Sexy Red, but I did kind of question. I was like, "Is this girl even a wrestling fan?" But because sometimes they bring in people that are not wrestling fans. I remember WWE brought in the Jackass crew back in 2009 and 2008. Remember when they brought in the
Yeah.
Jackass crew and they weren't wrestling fans. So I was like, is she a wrestling fan at least? But I don't like when they bring in celebrities that are not wrestling fans. But I get why they do it because they want to get attention from it because they've been doing that for years.
Uh huh. I think
So
she watches wrestling. I don't think she's a hardcore wrestling fan though. Like WWE is probably the only type of wrestling that she watches at all, and she probably don't watch like just a whole lot of it. Hell, she probably watch more NXT now since they had her on the show. But I think she's decent. I think she's actually a fan of it. Like you said, unlike you said, the Jackass crew was, but it was interesting to see. And like I said, I'm not too mad at it. It gets some
yeah,
views, and it pretty much it's exciting. It's exciting to watch.
yeah, I'm not
So
mad at it
yeah,
at all. But I'm just saying,
say that again.
yeah. I said I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that it's interesting, and they've been doing that for years. So it's no surprise.
I just not gonna no offense to Sexy Red, but when I saw it, I said, "Ain't this some ghetto ass?" But hey, it was. It is funny though, bro. I still love it though. Like I said, it's a different element that adds to the show. So I'm a fan of it, man. But shout out to Sexy Red, man, and
She might be,
this
she might be
collaboration. I think
ghetto.
huh?
Yeah, she might be ghetto, but she is fine as fuck though. I will give her that.
On my
Honestly.
mama. I'm not sitting here and say. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like I said, I'm not a fan of her music or none of that. But I can't say
Yeah, me
Sexy
neither.
Red ain't fine. You can't say that. You know what I mean? is what it is.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next thing, man. They did like a little review of Bad Blood. Hopefully everyone tuned into that. Me and your boy MGG was on the post show for that. You guys check that out whenever you get a chance. So like I said, they did a small review, a recount of Bad Blood. It's a pretty decent show. And the next thing we had CM Punk come out, and you saw him having the effects of his match from Bad Blood. He had a Hell in a Cell match with Drew McIntyre, and it was an awesome match. It was absolutely match of the night. And he came up all bandaged up, arm bandaged on his head, limping and stuff. So he's pretty much announced that he's not going to be on TV for a few weeks, and he's not 100% sure if he even when he's going to come back. Pretty much. So it was a pretty cool segment, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. We could have done without it. Because Raw's 2 hours now, and y'all just took up 15 minutes of CM Punk just saying he's not going to be there, which we kind of already figured that since Drew McIntyre not there. You could just literally just not have both of them on it for 2 or 3 weeks. We already know why. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it took up a little bit of time. Was you mad about CM Punk coming out, or what? Did you like what he had to say, or what? MTG?
I mean, I did find it a little, right after the match at Bad Blood, I did kind of find it a little suspicious, or I don't know what's the right word to say it. Kind of like, questioning. I was kind of questioning. That's the right word for it. I was kind of questioning, like, is he really that hurt, banged up, or is he just selling? I think he looks like I got my answer. It looks like he's really hurt. Like he's actually hurt in real life. So who knows if he could still keep up with this. So yeah. And
I think
he's already like. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
You're all right, bro. So yeah, so that kind of made me question, like, is he feeling all right? Can he still keep doing this at the age that he's in right now? And especially in a Hell in a Cell match. Well, some other people can do it, some can't. Like, for example, PCO right now in TNA, he's like in his mid-50s, and he's still doing moonsaults and doing hardcore matches in TNA, so not everybody at that age can handle it. So we'll see where Punk goes from here after those 5 months. I think he said he was going to be out for 5 months.
I don't remember him saying 5 months. He just said he don't know when he come back. He said something about he ain't seen his wife in 5 weeks.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, it was 5 weeks, and he said he doesn't know if he's coming back. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens when he next week.
Yeah, he ain't seen his wife in 5 weeks. That's what he said. I personally don't think he's gonna be that long. Me personally, I just literally think this is just a way to conserve his body. They're like, hey, you just had that match. Let's write you off for 3 or 4 weeks. Somebody gonna break him up. We all know as soon as the rivalry is up, I believe at least, as soon as the rivalry that Seth has with Bronson Reed, whenever that's up, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go straight into CM Punk and Seth. So that's gonna be a banger right there. I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see it. Personally, like I said, I think he's hurt, not injured. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's banged up for sure, but he's not injured. So they just, like I said, they just give him a reason to not be on TV and recover for a little bit. I ain't mad at it. By the way, speaking of Seth Rollins came and interrupted him. Well, not interrupted him. He came out like as soon as he was done. They had a little stare off, and when Seth Rollins was in the ring, he pretty much said, "Well, yeah, you need to hurry up and recover for you can come back and kick your ass," pretty much. So, like I said, they're gonna come back to that rivalry. But in the meantime, Seth Rollins came to the ring. He pretty much talking about Bronson Reed, how he want to kick his ass, pretty much. And he's ready for him whenever Bronson gets back. Bronson wasn't there this week because last week him and Braun Strowman had the last monster standing match. So it was a pretty okay segment from Seth. I generally think he got mad at the end because, as you know, Jay Uso came out for his match, and it pretty much kind of how can I say? It seemed like he cut Seth Rollins a little short. and I generally kind of think Seth Rollins might have generally been mad. Like his actual reaction that we saw in the ring was his real
Yeah.
reaction. So, but I don't think it was Jay's fault. I don't think he mad at Jay. I think he was just frustrated overall. They're not used to 2 hours. You gotta cut some stuff. You can't have your speeches going that long. I think he's used to having that free range of talking a little longer. So, what do you think? What do you think about Seth's talking and whatnot, or his promo about Bronson and everything?
Well, it was a good promo to see him back for a while, and that feud with him and Bronson is going to be short, and they're going to start going into the CM Punk and the rivalry with him and Punk, and they're just waiting for Punk to heal up, and then by the time Punk comes back, or if he comes back, like he said, they're going to continue that. They're going to continue that where they picked up off, because we were supposed to get that match at WrestleMania, but it didn't happen for injury reasons. So yeah. And we'll see how. And that I'm really invested in that Bronson Reed feud. But I'm more invested into the CM Punk feud. I want to see how that goes. And I know these two guys don't get along in real life, but we'll see how that goes.
For sure, for sure. I actually think they actually passed it up in real life, but it's cool to see them still play on it on screen. So yeah, like you said, interested in seeing it. We're gonna let that cook and see what happens. The next thing that we had, it went straight into like I said, Jey Uso came out, kind of cut Seth a little short. Of course, he had the crowd rocking and everything, and he had his first title defense against Xavier Woods. I liked the match. It wasn't a bad match. I kind of thought it would be a little bit more to it, but like I said, Raw's 2 hours now. It's not 3. You got to get to the point now. You know what I mean? So, and that's pretty much what they did. They got to the point. It was about like a 15, 20-minute match, I think. About 15 minutes. Kind of back and forth. Crowd was booing Xavier for a little bit. Xavier looking like, hey, what did I do? What did I do? But you got to understand, you're pretty much damn near falling out with Kofi, who everyone loves, and you're in a match against Jey, who everyone loves. You got no choice but to be the bad guy this time. So, yeah, it was a pretty good match. Not bad at all. Jey picked up the victory. He caught Xavier Woods in like his little, I guess he was going for like a flying elbow that he usually does. And he caught with the super kick and get that Uso splash and got on out of there. But after the match, he shook Kofi's hand, and then he offered his hand to shake Xavier's hand, and Xavier just walked off, told Kofi to come on, and you heard him arguing, saying, hey, of course, yeah, he beat me. Congratulations, but why the hell are you shaking his hand? So it just leaning more and more into Xavier's heel turn that looked like it's going to happen. What do you think about this match and everything afterwards?
Decent match. That Xavier heel turn is going to happen pretty soon. I mean, they're paying the C's right for it, and it's going to be interesting how he does as a heel, because we're all used to seeing him being on the New Day. We're not really used to seeing him as a singles wrestler. I mean, the only time when he was a singles wrestler when he was in TNA as Consequences Creed, but he was mostly a babyface throughout his babyface run in TNA. So we're going to see how he does well as a heel. I don't know. Will it be a fluke? Will it be successful? Who knows? We'll see that in the next few weeks to come. I'm really interested to see how he does as a heel.
I really hope it's successful, because like I said, he's the only one out the New Day who hasn't had any type of singles run. He's actually probably the better overall wrestler in New Day. And not saying Kofi and Big E can't wrestle. Please do not get that mistaken. They can. But as far as like just match skills, flying around, doing everything needed, Xavier Woods has like the total package. He just hasn't been marketed right, in my opinion, to get a big push. But hopefully this does it for him, and I'm really excited to see it. So, with that being said, the next thing we had was it the R-Truth and moment backstage when him and Miz? Yes. Yeah. So backstage, we saw Miz talking.
I think you missed one part. It was the one where Braun Breaker attacks.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. After the match, Braun Breaker came out and speared the hell out of Jay. Then Kofi came, tried to help him. He tried to get Xavier to help him with him, but Xavier like, hey man, I ain't going in there. You tripping? Uh, he speared the hell out of the Kofi. Xavier tried to help Kofi get him up and get him to the back, and while he's getting Kofi up, Braun Breaker ran around the ring and speared him. And then he got back in the ring and gave Jay a full blown spear, one of the high speed spears off, where he bounced off the rope to give it to him. So that face turn that we thought we were gonna get, Braun Breaker said, nah, sight, gotcha, made you look, speared the hell out of everybody, right back to heel that quick. Did you like that whole thing, man, or was you excited about the face turn that we thought we were gonna get?
I was a little shocked by it, and that face turn. I thought they were gonna make him be Gunther's next challenger for the World Heavyweight title, but I think they changed their plans. Like, I think we better keep you as a heel. We'll save you as a. Maybe they want to plan this out for the future to make Braun a babyface champion. Not soon, but I'm saying like in a few years. So
right,
they might go with that, and I think he's gonna get that title back from Jey Uso. I don't think Jey Uso is gonna have it very long.
I don't think Jay gonna have it like a real long time, but I don't think it's gonna be Braun to take it back. I think that this is just what I read, and when you think about it more and more, it would actually make sense, and it would probably break the internet. I personally think Dominic Mysterio is gonna be the one to take it from him, and of course he's gonna cheat. That's just what I'm reading. It's been a few. I've seen it on a couple reliable sources. So I'm not. That's just what they might be planning. Of course, plans change. We all know that. It's not 100% sure. But if that did happen, it'd be interesting. Because Dominic, actually, when he was the North American champion, he had to deal a lot with that championship. So I'd be interested in it. But yeah, you say you think it's gonna be Braun Breaker. So would you be mad?
That's going to be interesting if Dominic wins. I know because I'd rather have Dominic win than Logan Paul, because I'm not a big Logan Paul guy. When he was U.S. champion, I was like, I don't care if it's freaking Dominic. I want somebody else as champion besides him. And so that's going to be interesting to see Dom as IC title and see how that would go. Of course, he's going to cheat a lot. And I guess they really want to push the couple between him and Liv Morgan a little further, more than they're doing with Rhea and when Dom and Rhea were together. So that's going to be interesting.
It's definitely gonna be interesting. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, so don't book my words on that. But it's just kind of like a couple things that I've seen about it. So yeah. We're gonna let that marinate and see what happens with that, man. Good showing from Braun. I don't know if they're gonna keep him face, make him turn heel, or keep him heel, make him turn face. Whatever they're gonna do it, and no matter what, dog's gonna be barking for Braun, man. He's an amazing athlete. So we're just waiting to see what's gonna happen with that. So next thing we had, like I said, we had like a little backstage segment where Miz was talking to Karrion Kross, and we all know Karrion Kross, everything he says comes true. Like he said, it was time for Miz to turn. He turned on R-Truth last week, and so this week he's talking to Karrion. He's like, I didn't do that for you, I did it for myself. And he's like, yeah, whatever, you still did it, pretty much, and you deserve more, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Miz is like, I know it. WWE has forgotten who I am, and whatnot, and they pretty much making me a second fiddle guy, and I'm not that. Then we had R-Truth come and interrupt them, pretty much talking, hey man, I know you thought I'm still Judgment Day, but I'm not. And Miz is like, hey, no, I did that on purpose. We are not. Awesome Truth is done. We are not a tag team no more, pretty much. So it was it's kind of like, how can I say? It's something that I've seen coming, For a while, I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect it to happen last week. I thought it was gonna be like Survivor Series, like right before Survivor Series or Crown Jewel or something. They were gonna actually
Yeah.
turn. So, what do you think about this heel turn back from Miz?
Well, the Miz does a lot better as a heel, and I mean, what else is there for him to prove as a heel? I kind of didn't want to see. I don't think people are going to be too invested in the Miz anymore as a heel. I mean, he's already had his time being pushed as a heel, and like, what else can you do with him as a heel? Like that's the question that I have for that. And another thing is that I didn't even know when this team was going to break up. Like I didn't. Like I don't know. So we're just gonna see how. I mean, do you think there's anything else they can do with him as a heel? I mean, he's pretty much done it all.
I mean, they can probably like get like a different tag partner, and he can elevate a different tag partner, like someone who hasn't been wrestling that long, or somebody who's not over as much. You can pair him up with Miz, and Miz can probably try to get him over because Miz has worked with people who are not over that good and help them like elevate a little bit. So they can do something like that. Try to give them tag titles, I guess, again, because in my opinion, the tag team champions haven't did squat with the titles, and I just don't want to see them with the titles no more. I did it first. I was happy for JD and Priest at first, but they're not doing anything with Tyler at all. So if Miz found another partner and was healed, matter of fact, he can find somebody in the him Karrion Kross. I just thought about it. Him and Karrion Kross can go for the title. Then that would make Karrion a little more how can I say, formidable. You know what I mean? Make people take him more serious, and then it'd be better for the Miz as well. It'd be a whole different storyline. So that's the only other thing I think he can do. They're not going to give him a world title. I really doubt it, at least, unless they let him win Money in the Bank or some shit like that.
I don't think that's ever going to happen anytime.
Nah. I doubt it. So, like you said, there's not much more that he can do for being a heel. So, that is what it is, man. We're going to let that cook and let that marinate as well. Did you catch that little segment where I kind of missed it? So I want to go over it right quick. The segment where it was Ava James, who is again the Rock daughter, or whatnot. Who is it again? Adam Pearce and Sexy Red, and also it was Ethan Page there too. I saw Ethan Page interrupt Adam Pearce, and I thought he was gonna try to get Adam to sign him to Raw or something. I was like, okay, I was thinking that's why he dropped the title. They're gonna put him on the main roster. Huh?
Yeah, so did I. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of thought a guy like Ethan would have been on the main roster immediately anyway because of everything he's already done. But like I said, I didn't really catch the full conversation. I just saw like Sexy Ava saying you get on my nerve every week, and Sexy be like, "Oh, you the one that trick whooped the other week or not?" What was the gist of the whole conversation? I kind of missed bits and pieces of that.
It was pretty much. I think he wanted to have a match against Punk on NXT because supposedly, I didn't watch that takeover or wherever he lost the belt at. Punk was the guest referee during that match with him and Trick Williams, and I think he wanted to have a match against Punk, something like that. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, he got to wait a little bit since they just been on roll him off TV for a little bit, so he got to wait on that match. But that's cool. I wasn't mad. I actually wasn't mad at that match at all. It's probably actually a good match. So we're gonna see what happens with that. So the next thing on the agenda, this was the Sheamus and Pete Dunne match, if I'm not mistaken. I'm right about that, right? That was the next match. Yes, match of the night, in my opinion. I really liked this match. Yeah. This was one of, out of the matches that they've had against each other and the fights they had against each other, this was the best interaction they had. Pete Dunne at one point got white noise through the table. On the outside, they had like what was the name of this match? It was basically like a
It was basically like a street fight with
yeah,
Irish
Irish version.
objects, Irish
Yeah,
weapons, something like that.
yeah, like an Irish street fight, pretty much. At one point they stood on top of the kegs, and then when he jumped off and put him through the table. Pete Dunne at one point hit him with that little soccer paddle belt thing, and it sounded off super loud. He actually tied him up with rip ties on his back. Pete Dunne tied up Sheamus and started beating on just for his tad a little bit and try to get the win. Sheamus still kicked out. Sheamus ended up getting the knee to the face, and then he gave him the bro kick and got the win. At one point, he put him in that Razor's Edge too, and Pete Dunne kicked out, but he didn't kick out that bro kick though. It was a good match, great back and forth match. I gave it a match by like a 3.8 or 4 out of 5 for sure. What do you think MJ did this match?
Really great match. It was cool when he did the Celtic Cross through a table. I think it was through 2 tables when he did that Celtic Cross on Pete Dunne. And the whole match itself was just good. And there was a part where I thought Pete was going to do something painful and cringy, because anytime when Pete Dunne does the fingers, when he like moves them, like twists your fingers a lot, you feel a little cringe and you feel a little like shit like that. I thought he was going to do something with when he tied Sheamus tied both of Sheamus' hands behind his back by using one of those rubber plastic things where you like connect in and then strap in. I thought he was going to do something, but no, Sheamus picked up the win, did the bro kick on him. That was cool.
It was cool. I really liked this match. It was, like I said, in my opinion, it was the best match on the card. Hands down too. I don't think there's no match that was even close to it. Shout out to them guys, man. They did their thing, and I appreciate it. I like it every moment. What's up?
And Sheamus, he's still relevant. Like, Sheamus is still relevant. Sheamus is still on top. Sheamus can still do banger after bangers after bangers after bangers. I wouldn't mind if they give him another Intercontinental. Well, he actually never won the Intercontinental Champions. I hope they put the Intercontinental title on him sometimes in the near future. And I hope they. I don't mind. I don't even mind if he wins the U.S. Champion again, because again, the guy is still relevant. And he could still go.
I think it's gonna be the Intercontinental. I think he's gonna win it at like Royal Rumble or like WrestleMania. That's what I think. Cause when he does that, he'll be a Grand Slam champion. That's the only championship he hasn't got. So shout out to Sheamus. Shout out to him. Like you said, you're right. He still put on banger after banger. And shout out to my brother too. He just commented. What's up, Keith? Love you, bro.
And he's still, and like I said, he's still useful. Like, you can still do more with him, you know.
Yep. Absolutely. He's staying relevant. So shout out to Sheamus, man. Shout out to Sheamus. I hate Pete Dunne's outfit. But yeah, shout out to Sheamus. Next thing we had, I hate Pete Dunne's outfit so bad. I like his wrestling style and all that. I hate his outfit. But yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Real good match. Next thing we had a little backstage segment with Cody Rhodes. He was getting a small little interview. She was pretty much asking him about his whole weekend and whatnot. Then I think he got interrupted by Sammy. I think Sammy was pretty much saying something about going to win tonight, pretty much, and Cody wished him good luck, pretty much. It wasn't much to talk about that. They didn't really talk about that much. We ain't gotta even hark on that. Next thing we had, the only sign we had seen we had from Judgment Day tonight. We had Raquel Rodriguez come out. Well, she parked the truck, came out. Dom and Liv got out. The reporter asked them like 2 questions. Then they got in and left. Y'all, we wanted 2 hours, and that's what the fuck we get. They done cut out Judgment Day. And I'm like, damn, we got what we asked for. They gotta cut some stuff out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I never asked for 2 hours to come back. I wanted to keep it at 3 as long as possible, but yeah, I mean it's kind of weird, and it's kind of like weird to get used to see that it's at 2 hours now.
kind of boots Seth Rollins had on them one night. No, I don't know what kind of boots Seth Rollins had on, but I'm glad he's wearing all black and stuff now, and all in colors. It seems like we're gonna get a more serious version of Seth Rollins. He don't got on Becky's clothes now, so
He's got a
yeah,
interesting swag. He's wore heels before. He's done. Yeah, he's got interesting swag. For what I can see.
yeah. Tonight he had on boots. He had on all black. When we saw him last week when he came back, he had on all black, and he had on some Versace shoes. No, Gucci, some Gucci shoes. But they weren't like super colorful. They were like black and like with the Gucci signs and stuff. So I like a
Right.
more serious Seth Rollins. Like I said, it looked like he got really legit pissed off when Jay came out. So yeah, shout out to him, shout out to him. But like I said, yeah, 2 hours. They cut out Judgment Day. We didn't see Rhea tonight. We didn't see Priest tonight. We didn't see Carlito, the tag champs. We didn't see none of them. We just saw these three right quick, but just a quick second, and then they were off TV. It's like, it's gonna take a little bit for me to get used to 2 hours. In my opinion, the three, I was excited for them to go from 3 to 2 because, like I said, we gotta do these reviews and shit, man. I be tired. I be having to go work the next day, but
Yeah.
the only thing I don't really just like about like I don't like the fact that we didn't get as much. I feel like they should do 2.5 hours and bring it up an hour. That's the main thing. It's the fact that we stopped so late. That was my problem. You know what I mean? Like just now, Raw would have just now been stopping like 10 minutes ago on a regular basis. We about done with this review show now. You know what I mean? So I think instead of starting at here, it starts at 7. I wish it would start at like 6 and do like 2.5 hours. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, it would kind of help with the next day. You know what I mean? So yeah, no Judgment Day, but this next match they could cut it out, in my opinion. So we had the Unholy Union along with Pure Fusion Collection. Oh my God, that's just terrible. But we had them team up to go against Natalia, Carter and Chance, and whoever they partner.
It was Natalia and Lyra Valkyria.
Zelina. Oh yeah, Zelina Valkyria. Yeah, Valkyria. Getting the pin too, if I ain't mistaken. It was a quick match for us. It had 10 people in it. It was only like a 10-minute match, if that. It was kind of fast paced. It was some good moves in there. It wasn't it wasn't like just a terrible match at all. I didn't feel like this match. If you're gonna cut anybody and cut any segments, this one, like I always said, CM Punk, we didn't have to have that. But this one definitely could have been cut too and gave somebody else. Okay, I'm not feeling this whole storyline they got going with everything, man. Like I would have rather seen Jade and Bianca talking smack to Damage Control or something. Like it just, I didn't like it. I didn't. This match did no good for anybody, in my opinion. Just a waste of time. And I'm not trying to diss the women. I just didn't hardly like the match that much. I ain't care for it. What about you?
I mean, I was kind of invested into it because because every woman in the ring, I'm a fan of. Well, except for well, actually, no, I like all of them. It was just cool to see them in the ring, all of them in a 10 woman tag match, and it didn't really. Yeah, you're right. It was a short match. I wish they could have done more because they were doing a couple high flying stuff involved in the match. I wish they were doing more stuff, but it was short.
Yeah. I agree. Like I said, it was some high flying stuff. Like I said, it was a real story. It really didn't feel like it did a dent for anything. Like this don't make Pure Fusion Collection go away or nothing. Like I don't know. Just my personal opinion. I just think we could have did without the match. But it is what it is. Raw 2 hours now. They had to do what they had to do. So yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, the next thing we had on the agenda, I think the next thing was the actual. Yes, I'm not tripping. It was the actual world title match, the main event between Sami Zayn and Gunther, the Lean General. Now, this was
this.
this was a pretty decent match, in my opinion. I wasn't mad about it at all. I'm not mad about how it ended. I'm not mad about anything Gunther did, anything Sammy did. It was decent. I like the Sheamus still matches better, but this was like right under it. It wasn't a bad match at all. But I knew Sammy was gonna lose. We all knew Sammy was gonna lose. And now the thing about Sammy from now on is that Gunther's gonna put in his face, "Hey, I told you you weren't worthy." You know what I mean? We may get Gunther and Sammy 4 at a different time. People think this is Gunther and Sammy 2. No, it's Gunther and Sammy 3. Gunther and Sammy had a match about 2 months before he beat him at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title. He was actually one of the people that Gunther had on his list that he beat in his title defenses. Sami Zayn was. So if they have another match, it'll be Gunther and Sammy 4. Which I think we might get, because like I said, I think he's gonna come out and do the whole "you were never worthy" type of thing, and they're gonna end up having a match at a PLE. But like I said, I wasn't mad at this match at all. Gunther got the win with the sleeper hold at the end. He had to have Sammy in it for a long time, and he went for that same sleeper hold like 4 times. He chopped the hell out of Sammy. Sammy got 2 Huluva kicks in. It was great. It was a good match. Not bad at all. What do you think about this match, MTG? You mad about it? You love it? What's up?
I mean, it was a great match. It's just that it was hard to get hyped about it because, like we said on last Saturday's pay-per-view, it should have been on the match card at Bad Blood. So I wasn't really too hyped about it. But it was a decent match. I'm not gonna say the match was shitty. Both Sammy and Gunther did their thing. And I don't see Sammy. I like Sami Zayn. Love him as an entertainer. Love him all around. Love him as a great Intercontinental champion as well. But I do not see him winning a world champion anytime soon. But he is good though. I do like Sammy. Gunther, his reign is going to keep continuing. I think I'd give it till WrestleMania when it's time for him to lose that. I don't know who. That I don't know. But overall, it was good. It was just a little too hard to get hyped up because, again, it should have been on Bad Blood instead of Raw.
I agree. This match should have been a Bad Blood match, and like I said, I still liked it, but it would have been better if it would have been a Bad Blood. I personally think there's only 2 people who I think should even consider to take down Gunther. And it shouldn't be until like WrestleMania or even after WrestleMania or SummerSlam, something like that. It either would be Sammy or Braun Breaker if they build him up by then. I can't really see. Or no, I take that back. Damian Priest as well. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it could be Damian Priest, Sammy, Braun, or CM Punk or Drew. Those are 5 names they can build up to take the title away. If it's anybody other than them to beat Gunther, I'm gonna be a little upset. Those are 5 people that you can literally they can build that up.
I want my boy Drew McIntyre. I want my boy Drew McIntyre to do it. I want him to do it. Yeah. WWE owes him at the end of the day for putting WWE over in the pandemic. So I want to see Drew McIntyre beat Gunther. And he never got his WrestleMania moment. Well, yeah, he did. I'll take that back.
Yeah,
he did. But he let his emotions get to him.
Yep, he fucked that up. All he had to do was get on out the ring.
Yep.
But yeah,
he did get his WrestleMania moment.
I wouldn't be mad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he got his WrestleMania moment, but I wish he got his title run when the fans are in. But no, he lost it quickly to Damian Priest. Go ahead.
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't be mad for Drew. Drew done did enough. Drew definitely has done enough to earn another world title run with this CM Punk thing. So, like I said, he was in the names. I said CM Punk, Drew, Sammy, Braun Breaker, or Damn, who the last name I say? CM Punk, Drew, Sammy, Braun. Damn it, I said somebody else. I don't forgot that quick. But yeah, either way it goes, it's only a short list. It's not a real long list of them. So if anyone don't do it, I wouldn't be mad at all. But if anybody outside of them do it,
I forgot to say. And also on Raw tonight, we didn't get the Wyatt Six or American Made. We didn't get like people that we're normally seeing on a daily basis. I forgot. I know we're changing the subject, but I forgot to throw that in as well.
You're right, but we did get a sighting from the Wyatt Six. I'm glad you said that. While Miz is gonna be the next victim. While Miz was talking to Karrion Kross, the little sign, the screen kind of went in and out, and the Wyatt Six sign came on the screen for a split second. So I believe Miz and Karrion Kross, probably both of them, Miz and Karrion Kross probably be the next victims for the Wyatt Six. Me personally, they did a good job with American Made. I'm not mad at it at all. But they haven't been on a PLE yet, and I don't like that. Like, the Wyatt Six can literally be your biggest draw right now. Literally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for them to not have made a PLE yet, and like American, I don't see they won against American Made, and that's fine and all, fine and dandy. But what was the point of it? They didn't break. Why American Made didn't break up afterwards? American Made didn't take a 3 or 4 week hiatus to get back, to get it all back together or nothing. Like, they didn't want a feud against them, and that's it. Now they're not beefing no more. They're not mentioning each other no more. That didn't make no sense to me. I really hope they don't drop the ball with Wyatt Six. I didn't think they were, but with the results of that, it kind of made me go, I don't know, man. Like, they need to be on PLE. They need to be on Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. They really don't need to miss another one, in my opinion.
And I want to see Eric Rowan or Joe Gacy or Dexter, or either one of them, Gacy or Loomis, to take the tag titles off JD and what's her name, and Finn Balor. And the War Raiders are coming back soon, and you got AOP in the mix. You'll have a solid tag division.
Yep, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I think it should be Eric and Loomis. I think not Eric and Loomis. Joe Gacy and Loomis. I think they'd be a better tag. You know what I mean? Eric, I think he'll be better at doing single stuff, being just a power guy. I think an actual tag team, I think Loomis and Joe Gacy will come up with more moves. You know what I mean? Plus, if you're not gonna do much with Joe Gacy, why? Say what?
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, now that I think about it, and not only that, Rowan already had his time as multiple time tag team champions with Luke Harper, so why not give the new guy some chances, So I agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. Also, they just called out Joe Gacy from NXT. He could stay at NXT. Y'all not gonna do nothing with him. He was actually killing the NXT, so y'all gotta do something with these guys, man. But man. Joe Gacy came from NXT, and he was killing. He was doing that same.
He was on. I thought you said he was on there recently. I thought you were. I was like, why are they putting him back on NXT?
No, I was saying he that's where he came from, and they called him up, so he needs to be doing more. You know what I mean? Like, don't call people up and not do nothing with them. They already. So if I'm not mistaken, Kiana James got released. We already know Dijak got released. Those were two bigger NXT people that you could just kept there if y'all were gonna release them. You know what I mean? So it just don't make no sense to call people up if you're not gonna do nothing with them, especially Kiana James. We know controversy going on with Dijak, but Kiana James, I think they just pretty much didn't have nothing for her. They ended up coming to the terms to get released. So
Kiana James is not released. She's not released. She got drafted to the main roster. She's on Raw.
So did she get put on?
Confused. I was like, what?
Did she get put on inactive or something? It was something that that got her not on
It's
right
something
now.
like it's something she was doing with her breasts that I think she got them bigger, so she's kind of doing the core day thing. Won't be no wrestling, so I think her breasts get big, all the way here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she's probably on the inactive roster. That's probably what I saw. My fault, y'all. Thanks for correcting me, boss man.
Okay.
She's probably on the inactive roster. So, my bad.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, isn't she the North American? I don't watch NXT, but I'm like, wait, isn't that
No,
the
that's
girl the
Jordan.
North American champion?
No, that's Jordan. That's Keanu Jordan. I'm talking Keanu
okay.
James. That's different when she got drafted to Raw. But we haven't seen her. We only seen her like 3 times and like literally for like 10 seconds each time on Raw. But it's been like a month since we've seen that. So that's why I was saying I saw something about her not being on the active Raw roster no more. I think I got that confused with her being released. So but yeah, so she's just on the inactive roster. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully we see them, man. Hopefully we see Joe Gacy. Hopefully we see all of them, man. Like we said, it's 2 hours now. So a lot of stuff did get cut. We're just gonna have to see, man. We're just gonna have to let them cook and see what happens. When they go back to Netflix in January, I believe it's going back to 3 hours. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. That was us. Say it again.
No, I think it's gonna stay at 2, and then SmackDown is gonna be at 3 hours.
Both of them supposed to be at 3. Supposedly both of them are supposed to be at 3 eventually.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I gotta look at it again, but from what I read, both of them are gonna be 3 hours eventually. So we're gonna be in for a lot of wrestling. But yeah, man. Appreciate everyone for watching the show tonight. We really want to shout out to all our fans, man. We really appreciate it. Shout out to MTG for being on the show with me. This is the Get Busy Monday Night Review for Raw. Tomorrow we got the Get Litty Tuesdays for NXT. Then we got the AEW review on Wednesdays. I'm not sure what that's gonna be called just yet. Please stay tuned for that. Thursday we got the Lockup Lounge with your boy MTG. And we got Wicked Princess and we got Famous B on there. Friday we got the SmackDown Friday Flight review with your boy, yours truly, along with Bird, your boy Bird. So keep in mind, man, we do this, man. We here every day, dang near 5 days out the week. If it's a PLE, it's 6 days. If we wrestling, we do it in 7 days. You know what I mean? We do everything. We appreciate everyone for watching, man. MTG, you got anything else you want to say?
This is MTG Gaming. We're about to sign off here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want gaming content. And I'll catch you on Thursday in the Lockout Lounge with Wicked Princess and Famous B for the TNA Impact review. And every once in a while, you'll see me on Monday nights and Saturdays. And Fridays. So I'll see y'all then.
Yes, sir. And we are out. What's our catchphrase? We gotta come up with something. Adrenaline. Yeah, my son. That ain't it. It's not it. It's not it either. We gotta think of something, man. Acknowledge me. That ain't it either. Hold on. I'm not trying to get sued. All right, man. We're gonna go and get out of here. All right, y'all. Peace.